Hey there everyone, it's cloudchief. In today's video, I'm going over another Unity NM. This one is for Joyous Green. Joyous Green is a Gabu NM that spawns at Pashhow Marshlands at either H9, I6, or J9. He is a 122 NM. He drops a neck piece, a belt, and then he also drops his moss, which the moss is actually useful because it is required to upgrade artifact to +2 for the body pieces. So any body piece that you're going to upgrade artifact to the +2, you're going to require one of his mosses to do so, so you are going to have to fight this guy or pick it up off the auction house. As for the actual armor, it's kind of just meh. I mean, the waist piece is kind of nice because it has base intelligence, then the Unity ranking has some more intelligence. So you can have up to 13 intelligence on your waist piece. But I think you'd be better off going with, magic attack piece. Or I know there's a bunch of different pieces for mages. But I just really don't see this being ever really used much. And then the neck piece is for Bard. And it doesn't seem bad. It's got 6 singing skill and a bunch of charisma on it. But is singing skill really required? I mean, I don't know. I don't really have Bard. Well, I have Bard leveled, but I don't actually play it at endgame, so I'm not really sure. But I don't think I've ever seen anyone ever mention using this, so I don't think it's really a required piece. It might be a decent piece if you just started, gearing up Bard, and you're just out of the gate just to make sure you have some accuracy to land debuffs on mobs, but I'm pretty sure there's, better stuff than this out there. So let's go over his movesets before we actually jump into the strategy for the fight. He's got Uppercut, which will do physical damage and knock you back. He can do Beatdown, which is high physical damage and can bind you. Blank Gaze, which is a directional conal move that will paralyze anyone who is looking at the Gabu when it goes off. And then Anti-Phase, which is AoE silence. So he has this other move called Upgrowth that actually turns a single player character into a Mandy, and as soon as you turn into the Mandy, the Gabu will have locked hate on whoever turns into the Mandy. So if you are low level or someone who you think's not going to be able to take, some hits, now would be a good time to kite. But if you're, decently geared, you might not even worry about it and can just straight up, tank him. But just be aware that his hate is going to shift to whoever is the Mandy. This fight was actually extremely easy. I pretty much didn't have to do anything. Honestly, one of the most dangerous things when you're using trusts is really Anti-Phase. Is really that silence. That's really what's going to cause you to potentially wipe. What I recommend doing is either subbing Dancer or subbing White Mage, and having a decent White Mage trust like Kupipi that will remove debuffs from your other trusts. I was actually able to literally just engage and tap the mob once, so my trust start on it, and then just stand out of range so I'm not getting hit by Anti-Phase, and literally just Silena-ing and occasionally Paralizana to remove Paralyze and Silence off my trusts, and they really did the rest. I could literally sit back and didn't have to do anything else. Only thing is when the mob does do Upgrowth, I would then just kite it around until costume wears off, and then he went immediately back on the tank. It is honestly that easy of a fight. You're obviously more than welcome to engage. Just make sure you have some remedies available or echo drops in case you get paralyzed and or silenced, so that way you can remove it and you can keep removing it off your trusts. If you do that with a decent stable trust setup, they should be able to basically take it for you, and obviously you can contribute just to speed the whole thing up. So to quickly summarize, just have some way of getting silence and paralyze off your trusts, and just have a stable party setup with a decent healer trust, or you could obviously come to healer and do this, and you shouldn't really have a problem with this NM. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you got some value out of it, and as always, may you have success in all you do.